yours.
Okay, good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Before we start our presentation, we would like to introduce ourselves. My name is Sastra Universitas, and there will be my partners.
My name is Intan Arifatul Azizah. You can call me Rifa.
My name is Jessica Hermawan. You can call me Jessica.
So for today's presentation, we would like to present about Unit 3, Smart Agreements. And for the first one, we can explain to you about the meaning of an agreement that will be told by my friend Jessica.
First, what is an agreement? So, agreement is a negotiated and typically legally binding arrangement between parties as to a course of action. An agreement, also called a manifestation of mutual assent by two or more persons to one another. An agreement can be shown from words, conduct, and in some cases, even silence. Then for the questions number 1, do you ever make an agreement in your life and why? Yes, we do, because an agreement helps us to be commitment about some offers. For example, for parental approval letter, for school study tour activities, so we need to make an agreement with our parents. And number 2, are you familiar with prenuptial agreement? Yes, we are. Prenuptial agreement is also called as premarital agreement. Now from the article entitled Love Me Forever or Pay 5 Million, we can answer the questions like what do you know about prenuptial agreement? Prenuptial agreement is a contract before wedding, and we know that from the punctuation mark comma as the signal word. Question number 1, what does unfaithful means and how do you know? Unfaithful means not loyal, and we know that from the signal word or. Number 2, what does lost her temper means and how do you know? Lost her temper means failed at controlling her anger, and the signal word is the breaker's mark. Number 3, what does make a fuss over means and how do you know? Make a fuss over means paying particular and excessive attention of unimportant things, and the signal words are by and the italic sentences. Number 4, what does washing up means and how do you know? Washing up means cleaning the tableware such as the dishes and cutlery, and we know that from the signal word for instance. And then there are true or false questions from the article Love Me Forever or Pay 5 Million. Number 1, Bruce asks his girlfriend to marry him. It is false because from the article we know that Bruce didn't ask her to marry him, but she did. Number 2, Bruce likes short hair. It is also false because Bruce said to Susan that she mustn't cut her hair short. Number 3, Susan sometimes loses her temper. This is true because you can find it in line 14. Number 4, Susan wants Bruce to do the washing up. It's also true and you can find it in line 19. And for number 5, Bruce wants his wife to get a job. It's true and you can also find it in line 17.
Now I will explain about context clues. So, what are context clues? Context clues are the other words in the sentence or from nearby sentences that help you to understand new words. To find the context clues, there are several signal words that are usually used. Number 1 is definition. For definition, they usually use to be, is, am, are, mean, define, be called, and be known for the signal word. Next, for the restatement, the signal word are or, in other words, that is or that is to say, and punctuation marks like commas, dashes, and bracket. Next is illustration or examples. The signal words are such as, for example, for instance, like, especially, and including. For the comparison and contrast, the signal words are as if, like, to, also, and similar to. For the contrast, the signal words are but, However, nevertheless, while, although, even though, unlike, in contrast, and conversely. And for the synonym, the signal words are to, also, and. For the antonym, the signal words are but, yet, whereas, on the contrary. And last, for the situation and explanation, there is no signal words. Reading other sentences which surround the unknown word is required.
Okay, so now we're going to discuss about our first exercise. It's about meanings and the signal words. Number one, most banks usually have safe deposit boxes. These boxes are in the vault at the bank. The vault is a room that has a very heavy door with a very safe lock in it. So the meaning of vault is a room that has a very heavy door with a very safe lock in it. We know that because there's the signal word is. Number two, a small reddish-brown migratory bird that sings sweetly is called a nightingale. The meaning of a nightingale is a small reddish-brown migratory bird that sings sweetly. The signal word is called. Number three, some plants catch and eat insects. They are called carnivores or flesh-eating plant. The meaning of carnivores is a flesh-eating creatures, and the signal word is or. For number four, physical coordination, the smooth working together of parts of the body is necessary for an athlete. The meaning of physical coordination is the smooth working together of parts of the body. We know that from the signal word or symbol, dash. And number five, agents of erosions like wind, moving water, rain, cyclone, and glaciers are always at work changing the Earth's surface. The meaning of agents of erosions is wind, moving water, rain, cyclone, and glaciers. The signal word is like. Number six, although parrots can make a good imitation or copy of human speech, they have no real language. The meaning of imitation is copy. The signal word is or. Number seven, Mary will stop at a supermarket to buy household utensils such as pots, dishes, spoons, forks, knives, and glasses. The meaning of utensils is pots, dishes, spoons, forks, knives, and glasses. The signal word is such as. Number eight, he was very old and looked very feeble. In contrast, he was surprisingly active for his age. The meaning of feeble is very old and lacking of physical strength. The signal words are and, in contrast. Number nine, he was not obese like his brother. On the contrary, he was quite thin. The meaning of obese is very fat. The signal word is on the contrary. Number 10, mother was nervous. Conversely, father was quiet and gentle. The meaning of nervous is uneasy and anxious. The signal word is conversely. Number 11, you can survive if you can swim, but you will die if you can't swim when you fell into the water. The meaning of survive is staying alive, and the signal word is but. Number 12, some people find that peering into a video screen causes eye strain and some do not. The meaning of peering is to squint, and we know that from the signal word causes eye strain. For number 13, like his father, who is gregarious, he enjoys the company of others. The meaning of gregarious is enjoying the company of others. The signal word is like. For the last number, number 14, an archaeologist is an expert in ancient things. The meaning of an archaeologist is an expert in ancient things. The signal word is.
For exercise 2, we will discuss about context clues to find the definition. Question number 1, the teacher said that the child has dyslexia, a condition that makes it difficult for someone to read. And the answer is dyslexia means a condition that makes it difficult for someone to read. Number 2, When you are in an opulent mood, you are happy and excited about something. The answer is opulent means a condition where someone feels happy and excited about something. Number 3, the hotel provides toiletries such as soap and toothpaste that you need to wash yourself. The answer is toiletries means toilet equipment such as soaps and toothpaste. Number 4, the article is tedious and the other one is just boring. Our answer is tedious means monotone and boring. Number 5, my aunt is friendly and outgoing, but her husband is taciturn. Our answer is taciturn means reserved and uncommunicative. Number 6, his behavior is contemptible and certainly deserves no respect. Our answer is contemptible means despicable and deserving of hatred. Number 7, condiments like ketchup, soy sauce, and salsa are added to food to make it taste better. The answer is condiment means seasoning and spices to add flavors to the food. Number 8, aspirin should alleviate your headache. However, coffee could make it worse. The answer is alleviate means to ease, lighten, and reduce. Number 9, the people at the table next to mine were arguing so noisy that I heard every word of their altercation. The answer is altercation means to quarrel and to argue. Number 10, he is ambidextrous. He can use both his hand and his left and his right hand with equal skill. The answer of ambidextrous means a person who can use both hands with equal skills.
For exercise 3, we will discuss about the meaning of unfamiliar words. Number 1, what does ravenous mean? Ravenous means being very hungry. An example of its use is, could I have a piece of bread? I missed breakfast and I am simply ravenous. Number 2, what does flippers mean? Flippers are swimming fins used for helping you swim. An example of its use is, we were all surprised to see how fast Johnny was swimming. Then we saw that he was wearing flippers on his feet. Number 3, what does wing mean? Wing means a gesture where you close one eye to signal something or just blink. An example of its use is, Annie winked to me from across the room. It was a signal not to say anything about what we have seen. Number 4, what does sallow mean? Sallow means pale, yellowish, and unhealthy. An example of its use is, the poor child has sallow skin as he or she has lived in an unhealthy climate. Number 5, what does dike mean? Dike means a barrier to hold the water so it won't float over. An example of its use is, after so much rain, the river flowed over the dike and into the fields. Number 6, what does gaudy mean? Gaudy means something really flashy. An example of its use is, she was wearing such gaudy clothes that it was easy to find her in the crowd. Number 7, what does mold mean? Mold means a cast. An example of its use is, the liquid plastic was poured into a mold and left there until it was hard. And last, number 8, what does pressing mean? Pressing means a crucial and urgent problem. An example of its use is, the state of environment is one of the pressing problems of our time.
Okay, so we're moving on to our last exercise, exercise 4, the meanings of the underlined words. Number 1, the meanings of semantics and pragmatics. Semantics is the study of meaning in a language, while pragmatics is the study of how people use a language in social situations. We know that from the signal word is. Number 2, millennium. Millennium means a period of 1,000 years. The signal word is means. Parasite. Parasite is the name given to a person supported by another and giving them nothing in return. We know that from the signal word is. An optimist. An optimist is known as a person who looks upon the bright side of things. The signal word is.
Number 5, Alzheimer's disease is a type of serious disease of the brain that causes loss of memory and ability to speak clearly. So, Alzheimer's disease means a type of serious disease of the brain that causes loss of memory and ability to speak clearly, and we know that from the signal word is. Number 6, an amateur refers to a person who paints picture, perform music, plays, etc. for the love of it, not for the money. So, an amateur means a person who paints picture, perform music, plays, etc. for the love of it, not for the money. And the signal word is refers to. Number 7, ambition can be described as a strong desire to be or to do something. So, ambition means a strong desire to be or to do something. Number 8, genre is known as a kind or a style of text. So, genre means a kind or a style of text, and the signal word is as known as.
Number 9 is materialism. Materialism is regarded as a tendency to value material things, such as money, too much. We know that from the signal word is. And last, number 10, bedwetting. Bedwetting refers to the state of young children who urinate while sleeping. We know that from the signal word refers to. Okay, I think that's all from us. Are there any questions?
Okay, if there is no question, atau masih ada yang mau ditanyakan? If there is no question, you can close the presentation.